Hey guys, this is Victor and just drinking some coffee. It's beautiful here. It's snowing and everything. But it's perfect weather though. It's not super cold. I'm actually wearing shorts and sandals. Um there's an airplane going over there. But I just wanted to share something, guys, something that the Lord has been putting in my heart. He put on me last night, and I just wanted to talk. It was a dream. It was a dream last night that I had, and I know when I talk about this dream, there's a lot of Christians that land on different campgrounds, denominationally, theologically. We all have different beliefs and everything. And personally, I thought I would share this dream because it was pretty intense. And I feel like I need to get it off my chest for some reason. And I hope as I do, I hope as I do that it blesses people. I pray that it blesses people, and I pray that it would be of encouragement. And I do it just because I want to, get it off my chest, and I feel like it might be an evangelistic dream, as I see it. And I hope that it's a blessing, and and the more that I thought about the dream, the more that I talked with my friend, you know the more I felt like I could share this dream. And I felt like I was ready, or I felt like it was okay to share it after the thought process and just thinking about it and praying and just remembering some things. And so, and I'm glad I talked with her, and she gave me some insight. And you know uh, I'm just thankful for today, guys. Beautiful day. But basically, the dream that I had was about you know the second coming of Christ. But here's the thing, it wasn't even about the second coming of Christ. It was about the millennium, the reign of Christ. And now, as I'm sharing this dream, I want you guys to be encouraged. I don't want you guys to be discouraged or anything. When I had the dream, I felt fear, godly fear. I felt, that I had to be more with the Lord and everything. And that's my prayer, that you guys would be encouraged and looking forward to the Lord. Um, and, you know, the dream happened actually today around 5 in the morning. And I remember dreaming about, so I was in bed, right? I was dreaming, but like I said, it wasn't even about the second coming of Christ. It was about the after the second coming of Christ. And in the dream, I remember that I was in the lake of fire. So I was like in third person, but in the lake of fire. And when I was in the lake of fire, I was seeing someone in the lake of fire. But as I was seeing this person, I was seeing him like in a screen. And it was weird, guys. As I was in the fire, I heard someone. It was in Spanish, which is super interesting. But as I was hearing someone uh, in the lake of fire, I was in the lake of fire. I was hearing a voice, that was overarching everything that I was watching. I was in the lake of fire, and I was watching someone in the lake of fire, but I wasn't burning. Like, I felt like the lake of fire wasn't meant for me. Like, I felt like I was there to see something, and I was seeing someone, that person or that thing. I heard this voice over everything. It was like a very sovereign voice. That's what I was telling my friend. The voice was saying, only 1,000 years left for the next thing. And that's what the voice was saying. And the voice was very interesting. It wasn't like any person's voice, but it was like someone of high authority, someone that was meant to say those things. And it was interesting because they were saying it like, you know when this thing happens, when these 1,000 years happen, then this thing is gonna happen. It was as if they knew everything, like this is gonna happen and then this is gonna go on. But yeah. And so I remember hearing that voice. Only 1,000 years left. Only 1,000 years left till this thing happens. I remember watching someone in that screen, and I felt like the 1,000 years were meant towards that person in the lake of fire. And it was weird. Like, it was such a weird dream because the person looked like, it was like bony and death. It looked like someone of, a celestial being. It looked like a spiritual being. Like, it wasn't a person. But I remember looking at it, and it was weird because it was such an intense dream. um like, I remember it wasn't a memory, it wasn't something that I was I was making up, but it was, I was so in the dream that I couldn't deny that I was dreaming, you feel me? And but here's where it gets super interesting. I remember having the dream, and if you're following along, I was in the lake of fire, but I wasn't but I wasn't there to be burned, but I was there to see something. And the person that I was seeing was like a celestial being. And as I was seeing that being, there was a voice overarching the whole dream saying, only 1,000 years left, only 1,000 years left. And that voice kept on getting louder and louder. And when it kept on getting louder and louder, I remember I woke up. And when I woke up, I felt like something literally like left off my chest. I felt like something like shrugged me, like it didn't, like it shrugged me and then left automatically. And I wasn't scared, I wasn't like, freaked out or anything, but I was just like, I was just amazed because I was like, I don't know, I felt like someone was trying to tell me something. And I was talking with my friend, and she's like, you want to be careful with dreams like that. First of all, because a lot of people do have dreams, a lot of people have dreams about Christ and everything, and it's okay to have dreams. Scripture does talk about Christians having dreams. Yeah, but at the same time, you do want to approach it biblically and carefully, and you got to be discerning about dreams, because you just don't want to be um, just sharing any kind of random dream. But this kind of dream, I felt like I had to share it. This dream, I felt like, I was like, if it's something from the Lord, it could serve as an evangelistic tool, as something that people hear and are pulled towards Christ, knowing that He might be coming. And that's what Scripture talks about: living in eagerness, knowing that Christ might be coming any day, anytime. So from how I see it personally, I feel like as I share this dream to you guys, my desire is for you guys to be saved. My desire is for you guys to come to Christ, knowing that Christ can come any moment, no matter if this dream doesn't come to pass, no matter if it was just a dream that I had. At the end of the day,